Hey everybody, this is Peter B, and this is a special edition of Tobacco Card Tuesday on a Friday. And the reason I'm doing this special edition because I wanted to show tobacco cards from the same period that Orlando of Collector's Dream loves. I'm sure all of you have heard that he had major surgery on Wednesday. And last I heard, he is doing well, but he's expected to rest for a while. And I know when he's well enough, he's going to start watching our videos. And I'm hoping Orlando catches this one, because this one's dedicated to him. Now, Orlando loves the 1888 N162 Goodwin Champions set. And in my opinion, it is the most beautiful set in sports cards there is. I think they're more beautiful than anything shiny that comes out today. These are all done, like I said, 1887 and 1888, and I just love them. Orlando has a fantastic set. I think he is the highest in the registry, I'm not sure, but his set is absolutely gorgeous. So, Orlando, I'm gonna start off with your set, and I'll show you some cards, make you feel a little bit more at home, and get you recovering soon so you can go home and see yours. Like I said, this is the 1888 N162 Goodwin Champions. They had baseball players as well as other sports. And like I said, I love this set. They were hard to find. Now, I collected my sets before eBay. So the only way to get cards was to send away for them, like from Collector's Digest or something like that, or go to sports card shows. And I think I got all of these in sports card shows, except for some I did get off eBay recently, within the past few years. So, I'm going to start out with a baseball player, Parisian Bob Carruthers, and it's kind of dark on my phone. I hope it comes in real nice, because these cards are very nice. Mine has a couple of creases, but they still a beautiful card. In all the cards I'm going to show you, they all had similar checklist backs. So that's the only one I'm going to show the backs. The rest are all like that, or just slightly different. So, Parisian Bob Carruthers, baseball player from that set. And Pebbly Jack Glasscock. He was the Ozzie Smith in his day. And they call him Pebbly Jack because, remember, they didn't play with gloves. You see Jack Glasscock right there with no gloves. And he used to scoop up, he played shortstop. And he used to scoop up the ball, and there'd be pebbles in his hands, and he'd throw it over the first base, and the poor first baseman would have to catch the ball barehanded, as well as avoid the pebbles coming at him. So he's Pebbly Jack Glasscock. Like I said, this is a beautiful card. My favorite card all time. I don't have it. I don't know if I ever will. It's very expensive, but it's the King Kelly in this set. It is absolutely gorgeous. Maybe if I win the lottery, I'll buy it. Now, I grew up in Rhode Island on the water, so I like water sports as well as baseball. And so I collected some of the oarsmen. And this is William Beach. I just love the, they put the name of his boat on the transom there, and they got another little rower in the background. Beautiful card. And I got another oarsman, Ed Hanlon. Portrait of him and a very nice rowing picture. This one is graded. Beautiful cards, beautiful sets. Orlando, I hope this a little chair of your home in Florida. Now, like I said, these are very hard to find, and I think Orlando hoarded them all in Florida. That's why not many made it to New England for me to collect. Instead, what was a little bit more easy to find, especially in New England, I don't know about Florida, but this is the set I decided to collect of the baseball players. And this is the 1887 Allen and Ginter Champions. This came out 1 year before the Goodwins, and this is the style. They had the portrait with the name, the Allen and Ginter's logo on the bottom. A little bit windy. Let me just move some cards to prevent blowing away. Okay, so this is Carruthers again. You saw him in the Goodwin. It's a grade if anyone's interested. And I got Cap Anson. And if anyone's interested, there's the grade. Those two are obviously newer, because I even picked most of them up before grading existed. I think this was the last one I needed to complete the set, and Carruthers was second to last. And I got Charles Bennett, as also Charles Comiskey, of the owner of the White or Black Sox fame, Charles Comiskey. He started out being a player. I got Mulvey, and there's Jack Glasscock again. Two beautiful cards of Glasscock, the good ones and this one. Very beautiful. And then the final two baseball players are John Ward and Tim Keefe. And I'm going to get back to John Ward in just a few seconds. Okay, once again, some Orisman. Here is William Beach again. And Wallace Ross. Once again, my phone shows dark. Hopefully it comes out very bright for you, because these are beautiful cards. Now remember, this was Allen and Ginter Champion set. And as you saw, they had Orisman, but they also had other sports, including marksmanship. And there's Annie Oakley. Very nice card. Now, here's a set also by Allen and Ginter. It came out in 1888. It was their World Beauties set. And that is Helen Duvray. So not only did I pick it up because I love non-sport old tobacco cards as well, but she actually has a connection with baseball. She was a stage actress in this period, and she was included in the World Beauty set. But she also had a boyfriend, and that boyfriend was John Montgomery Ward. So she got into baseball for a short time. And together with John Ward, they actually made a World Series trophy. It was the first ever World Series trophy. And it was called the DuVray Cup Championship Trophy. Started in 1887. That's when it was first given away. And they used the same cup over and over, just like today's Stanley Cup. They don't create a new cup. It's just passed on to the next year's champion. And it went to the World Series champion of the National League against the American Association. The DuVray Cup. Now, unfortunately, it has been lost. So it's either in someone's collection, hidden away, or it was melted down maybe. But Helen DuVray with her baseball connection. Okay, and those all came out, except for, those came out, and most of them came out in 1887. In 1888, Allen Ginter made another champion card set. It wasn't as popular as their first one. It's the N29. And I just have one example, and that's George Miller. He was catcher for Pittsburgh. Now, in keeping with the theme, in 1887 as well, W.S. Kimball put out their own Champion of Sports and Games. And I have two. Here is Ernie Birch of baseball. I think there were 2 baseball players. 2 or 4, there weren't many. I should have looked it up. I want to say 2, it may have been 4. But they had the, all these cards have the portrait on top, and on the bottom a picture of the game being played. And my last card from that same Kimball set is another Oarsman. And there is Beach again. So I have Beach in all 3 sets. Once again, the portrait on top and the little rower on the bottom. So, Orlando, I hope you're well enough and get to see this. I'll leave you with Pebbly Jack Glasscock. Get well, my friend. Don't worry about us. We'll hold down the fort without you, but look very much for your return. So, there it is, everybody. A special Tobacco Card Tuesday on Friday, dedicated to Orlando of Collector's Dreams. Have a very fun Friday and a wonderful weekend, everybody. Goodbye.